pot is far too scorching to grab. I'll need something to scoop the glue out. I'm sure that will hold. Probably. The rain was falling like needles, chilling my blood. But I'm hot on the trail of a killer, and it's warming me up. My father always said the truth is a moving target. I never knew what he meant by that, but I'm beginning to understand. Once upon a time, this space station represented living the high life. Now it's just a rusting relic of the past. Apex Noir. Darn good coffee. What kind of fool throws away a good pair of pliers? No need to go back down there. Looks like the ventilation controller. The cover is locked tight. Gonna need something to jimmy it loose. Gonna have to sort out that steam before I can move forward. I don't see any valves anywhere. Looks to be a sort of handle. Could be useful. Fancy ice pick, I think. A little rich for my blood. The cover came off with a satisfying ping as it fell, like a shell casing hitting the ground in one of those old detective movies my father loves. The newly bare inner workings reveal a bypass. If I can find a metal bar the correct size, I should be able to short out the ventilation unit. It's a ventilation unit. Must be a controller around here to sort that steam out. Gotta scrounge up a metal bar to fit. The metal bar is a suitable size, but it won't fit with the handle and the steam hissed into stain as its life faded. My path clear, I took no small amount of joy watching the steam breathe its last. Hey, an old T-17 cleaner bot. It's in pretty good shape considering it's older than my grandfather. These always were as tough as a $2 steak. There's a battery here, but it's dead. Maybe I can find a way to juice it. Missing some gizmos. Cleaning brushes, one ocular lens, liquid cleaner, and a charged battery. Well, this thing has more kinks than my ex, but it could actually still be worth having. An old broken tube, same model from when I was a kid. Brings me back to those old westerns I loved. More than once I've found myself in trouble with a BB gun in hand. Oh, must have hit my head harder than I thought. Keep it together, you. No dice. The Drowning Sailor. Sounds quaint. Those characters look so familiar. I think it's from an old video game. I can't believe I remember that. I can't believe anyone would. Some heavy sail canvas. Some old cargo nets. Looks like it's just decorations. Some sort of coin. It's a coin of some kind. Take a gander at that. An old buccaneer sword. It's out of reach, though. It doesn't appear to do anything at the moment. Why would I do that? Some heavy sail canvas. You, sure about that? You don't have to be a flatfoot to figure out these quakes are getting worse. The rumble appears to have jammed up the elevator. Gonna have to reset it or I'm dead in the water. I'd be annoyed if it wasn't technically my job. The rumble must have shook the sword loose. This brings me back to those old swashbuckling films I'd watched with my brother. Old popcorn, greasy seats, good times. Took some work with that somewhat dull sword, but eventually the canvas gave away, revealing a panel beneath it. The panel's bolts appear ragged and stripped from repeated use. With the right tool, the bolts could likely be pulled free. Maybe you come from another dimension where that may... Well, look at that, a Scandroid. Wait, did it say negative reinforcement? This is one strange place. All that aside, the Scandroid should help me find the nodes hidden in this room. Then I can reset that elevator. Also, someone left behind a note. It doesn't appear to do anything at the moment. An aperture on top of the device cracked open. So long, you odd little Scandroid. I need to find the proper object to place inside the aperture. I think you've gone bats. The sword locked in place within the aperture, and bingo, elevator reset. You absolutely aren't going to find any of that as standard procedure in my technician's handbook. Those are Lynx jellies. They pack a huge electrical punch. That's a Nelumbo, I believe. Apparently they are a delicacy. I've never been able to afford one myself. Those are Lynx jellies. They pack a huge electrical punch. The jellies may charge it, but I'd have no way of retrieving the battery. And I'm not diving in there with them. The helmet would help me breathe, but the electricity would fry me like a TV dinner. Those are Lynx jellies. Not sure what that thing is, but it's creeping me out. Look, a Cyresis. I remember studying these in grade school. If I remember rightly, despite looking like a tough shell, they're actually quite soft. And that always stuck with me for some reason. Somebody left behind a matchbook, and only a single match left. Not sure what that thing is, but it's creeping me out. Whoa, it looks like an authentic Ceglodon fossil. Those went extinct ages ago. They were indigenous to a Saturn moon. As a youngin', I spent many a night reading about strange creatures. Did it so much I would dream about it. More corporate advertisement. Still good Joe, though. That's a big fish. I'm gonna need a really big boat. Rat boat. Apparently they're the self-proclaimed best band on Space Station 52. Another coin, it seems. Some various bottles and glasses. Looking pretty bare these days. I bet at some point this was a hoppin' joint. Now there isn't a dame or jive bomber in sight. Tiamat. That was my father's brand. Or is my father's brand? Guess I would know nowadays.
Oh, too. You need to have some of his room. You may have a football, you may have a hair. He's a map of what you got. Woman in a mess of a map is some of his room to my dear. Now you do a call, you got you may have. You must have a tiki beta. Who should keep it hot? Who need not a team on the superhero? Now we may have a superhero. All you want to make superhero.
What's with the shucked fellow in the corner?
Is
I'm beginning to recollect you lot have a real drinking problem. Nice chatting with you. Let's see what I can do about that bottle. What about that bottle of yours again? What's with the, You heard of this drink, Death Rattle? See you around. Yeah, he's not gonna be any help. But a scribbled on napkin is laying next to him. That guy puts the sus in suspect.
Welcome, stranger. What you buying?
Hey, buddy. Looking for info.
Well, everything is for sale around here. Info included.
This your establishment?
Yes, sir. For 30 years, I've been helping the denizens of this space station drown their troubles.
So you probably know an Oakley Baxter.
Oakley, let me guess. You want to know about his murder?
I'm investigating his death.
Really? See, the thing, is I know everyone on 52, but I don't know you. So I'm not keen on your questions.
I thought everything was for sale.
Well, you're right about that. How about an exchange? You sort out my bathroom, and I'll get you the info you want.
Do I look like a janitor to you?
You look like a sturdy and resourceful sort. Also, this isn't your common plumbing problem. Go see for yourself.
Strange request, but I guess I'm getting used to it. Find a body, solve a murder, clean a bathroom. Sure, why not? Why is it so dark in here? Where's the switch? Oh, that smell. Come on, my only pair of shoes. What am I standing in? Is it just me, or is the bathroom breathing? And I'm out. What in the 4 galaxies was that? What are you trying to pull? You trying to end me?
So you met our little friend. It's a Jagdax. They are these grimy creatures that grow out of filth and feces.
Yeah, my, shoes are familiar. What am I supposed to do about it?
Hey, that's, your problem, stranger. If you want your info, deal with it.
With no badge to flash, I guess I'm at a loss. I'll need to figure something out. The camera is frozen in the ice. Too bad I don't have something like a fancy ice pick. Yeah, don't flip your wig, but that's not gonna work. Looks like cold storage and some kind of sorting machine for the inventory. The warmth of the fire bathed me in the cold, a nice reprieve from the frigid air. Now with the camera in hand, I can clearly see it's broken. The lens is still in good shape and could be used for the cleaner bot. How many of these are there? Must be the tube that delivers the booze once you request it at the console.